Alrighty. Yeah, it looks about right. Hello, the problem's resurfaced. Yes. Plans for today? Arming. Yes. Gonna do some sweet berries. Although I might go quiet for a quick bit, even though I just started streaming. Because I'm very good at streaming. And therefore I'm gonna immediately go mute. Someone needs to quickly speak to me. Cool. I mean, I'm just gonna be farming, so, you know, the most interesting way to open a stream. Is a moment. Oh. Oh, cool, now I'm doubled. That can be only annoying. Alright, well, now that that's been taken care of for the most part, I can get it cut twice. It's gonna be one. So maybe do like a 16 by 16. Not exactly. I think it's gonna be like a 16 by 17 frame. I know it's not even, but to be fair, it's really not that big of a deal if it's not even, in my opinion. How many years has it been and I'm still struggling to play Minecraft of all games? Someday. Fortunately, I have a decent stockpile of dirt lying around. Oh, that was not the decent area, but oh well. Let's see here. Okay. At least I have a bunch of... okay, maybe not as much dirt as I was remembering. Certainly got cobble, though. So I can either do gravel or biomass. In terms of gravel, is probably easier. It's a nice menu. There we go, double the dirt. I love that recipe in the game. I should have... Are you serious? Huh. Well... I mean, again, the biomass recipe's not a bit worse. I just don't have a farm, and without a farm, it's just more annoying to do that recipe, so... Like around that. It's a start, you know? It is what we like to call a good start. I want some pipes as well. One of these is for the ore washing or processing I want to do. I always forget which slot shield fire's in, you know? You'd think I'd figure it out by now, but I don't. Look at it go. Shield fire should always be made, if possible. I don't see a reason not to, it's so easy. Yes. Back to placing coarse dirt. I really don't understand how these things have such large hitboxes. Yeah, neither of these are what I'm looking for. I do believe the ancient city got my back, though. Oh. Yeah, no. Cool. Yeah, one of the things about coarse dirt is the only way to make it farmable. Because I don't believe sweet berries will just naturally grow on. Oh. Well, then screw tilling. You're gonna tell me that easy? Ignore those blocks, they are very legitimately obtained. Hmm. I wonder. Oh. Why have I been using a drill to do that? Uranium's not great. Believe that's just easy fluxite. So I'm obviously going to be doing this recipe. I mean, once I put the yield module on the fragment forge, I don't want more yield modules, but for now I can be a little bit lazy. Just move this one module around. Now, it really is weird not seeing this thing absolutely coated with speed modules, even if it shoots space as power grid. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know, I can't really be too bothered by it. Strange. Let's just get some more processing going. Double double. Anyways, I think I may have to stretch this whole thing by at least a frame, so gotta love that. Not only was I wrong, but I was very wrong. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm just trying to think of how I can best expand it. I just realized I have 4 instead of 2 extra, and that's because I only had 3 extra. Yeah, that block placer takes 1. And it's the only one that does. It's a little annoying too. So if I'm not mistaken, motors had something useful. All slots. I don't get it. Alright, well. This means I get to tear it all down. Oh well. And I'm gonna go punch some dirt somewhere. Actually, I want to check something. I've had a question, like I've been questioning it for a while now. Just, okay, we're using this tab. I'm not sure. Let's see what I can find. Alright. I just was trying to check. I was like, does Podzol offer any uses? Because I know I have the saplings for it. So I'm just looking it up. I opened up the print screen. I don't know how. I don't even own a keyboard. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm really not sure why, but I have this weird freaking thing in my head where I'm like, Podzol improves growth rates. Hmm. Weird stuff. So it has something to do with bone meal, which I knew. So it lets you grow mushrooms. Great for in-game vegans. What? So it makes it easy to grow giant mushrooms. For some reason you want to build a house out of them or something. Alright, well. I don't know why, but I have this like completely fictional memory in my head that Podzol improves the growth speeds of non-farmland crops. This is simply not true, and all crops grow equally on all soils. So I have no idea why I was thinking this would make things grow faster. Mushrooms, on the other hand, yes, mushrooms will grow on this and become giants. Which is interesting that you can use spruce to grow giant mushrooms. I didn't even know this was here. But no, I had this like, super false memory in my head then. 3 gold I'll take. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know. Baby fox. Hello. A grown-up fox. And a lot of saplings. Weird. But I do not know where this false memory came from. Because normally I'm pretty good at, like, figuring out what's false and what's not. Podzol, not a clue. I'm just wrong. Okay. Unexpected, but okay. I mean, for what reason should I be complaining? Let's just craft a stone shovel real quick. I just have a lot of resources. I mean, I could make it out of, like, iron. Because I'm finally wealthy enough, but I only need it for dirt. Come on. I'm not making a diamond shovel for digging dirt. Also, out of curiosity, has anyone realized that I absolutely despise growing weed in this game yet? Because frankly, I should just be using weed for everything, but I am not. Because I personally just have this I just have a personal vendetta against weed. What can I say? It's that simple, folks. So you have to deal with the seed, and then you also have to deal with the wheat, which is only 1/3 of a loaf of bread, and other uses are pretty bad, so I normally just can't be bothered to work with it. It takes up a lot of space and time. Even if it is like the simplest crop to grow, it's just not, in my opinion, very useful. You heard it here first, folks. Cosmic is not a wheat enjoyer in Minecraft. Otherwise, I love bread. Rings. I don't know, in Minecraft, it's just sort of, can't be bothered. So why do I feel like I had a wolf at some point in this playthrough? Yeah, it'd be silly. But yeah, I just had this completely fictitious memory in my head. I'm like, yeah, puddle. No, it doesn't. It literally does not improve anything. How did I get that wrong? And believe it or not, I'm still checking for one more thing. Alright. And I just double checked with sweet berries. Literally useless. Yeah, or like it literally does not matter what I grow them on. Which is clearly just an excuse for me to grow them on literally anything I want. Now that I have some dirt to work with, this shouldn't be as bad. Emphasis on as. We work with broad definitions in this household. The fact that that counts as a pickaxe there, does this count as a pickaxe? No. Okay. Yeah, for a mid-game, would you say this jetpack's properly balanced? Is there like an angle I can do this at? Probably, but I've yet to find it. dirt. At least it's easy enough to deal with. Unique. As a just in case, you know? And now this can absolutely run indefinitely, maybe even get more power in it. Or output. Also, the reason I didn't just chop this dirt is, don't ask. Yeah, this will by far be my biggest farm. Ow. Which is also to say, I'm probably going to want a block placer at some point. Yeah, I'm making more frames. Yep, well designed. Hopefully that got fixed going forwards. What? I placed it on my head. No, I just walked underneath. Righty. Did I miscount it twice? Nope. Perfect frame. Nice. Alright, well. Yes. I'm also kind of curious if this mod has an infinite lava source like you can get from the nether, but that sounds like it requires effort, and I'm not sure I want to put in said effort. What can I say? I am lazy, and I want to commit to that. And yes, this is going to end up being 3 blocks wide, why do you ask? In front of me? You serious? So from our power cable... like that. Cool. So this is where the magic's going to happen. Of course I'm going to need more cable, but that's already well known by now. And more of this as well. now it's automatically recycling. There's always a need for that tank. What's acid looking like? Not fabulous, but that can be fixed. And I have a lot of gold. And not a lot of platinum. Not like platinum's super useful or anything. Just saying. This doubles it, right? So that's a stack. Not complaining. And then after that I'm gonna run the 8 platinum with some hopefully being on sulfur. I still wonder if it's worth processing this down. I can always go down the fragment forge route. Put on a multiple of 3 so it's not too insane. Transmute some copper into gold. Honestly, I know I don't like the fragment forge much, but you know, it has its purpose. Now what would be another multiple? 15's a multiple of 3, right? Because it goes 12, 15. So I believe if I'm working with a multiple of 3's, this would be the best. Now, this does take a long time to process down, but which, yeah, it does seem to be even. Now, it's 192 divisible by 3, the only important factor I need to know. This currency. 92 divisible by 9, was it? No. No, it is not. What if I do... Okay, what if I do... Which is 3 less. A batch of 100... And that was my ping. 180... 8? No. 9. That is a 6. 189 produces exactly 21. It's 21. This is the wrong ratio, actually. That's the problem. So 192 times 2, because of the yield module. So it is 384 divided by 9. Okay, it's not enough. If I then do 384 plus 6, and then divide that by 9. Nope. 364. Yeah, this is the reason I don't like the fragment forge. It involves doing actual math. So if I put 2 extra chunks in, it will even out. Emphasis on how did I grab an extra 2? Oh god. It's happening already, folks. For anyone curious, yes, this is probably the best way of ore processing. Just due to the fact that it has rounding errors amount higher. But it's enough to make me hate myself when I use it, so... yeah, it's fun. Yeah, welcome to what the last entire season of Oritech used to be like. Are you having fun? I sure hope not, because neither am I. Which is to say, very good things are of this. You know what I mean? Wow. It's clogged. Let's open up my backpack, and then I do this. Then I do this, and boom, doubled. And if you're curious, no, there is not a better way of doing that without a auto crafting from Minecraft, which is not, you know, unusable. I would call it unfun, but not unusable. You know, it's good game design when you're not enjoying it. But I mean, it is just straight up free gold, so, you know. I bitch, I whine, but at the end of the day, it is still better. I don't want to hear it. I should probably destroy my base's power supply. Oh, it's me again. Delete. Alright, thanks. I can feel like my steam power is actually doing something useful. $1,000 tick. And yeah, I'm running stuff, but big whoop. Okay, that on the other hand, that is definitely going to weigh on the power grid, because Fragment Forge is expensive and annoying. So I'm taking in about yeah, so on average. But 600, and I'm outputting half of that. Good. Produce. Induce. Factory game. Okay, well, time to use all 3 buckets on not half. If you want to do sulfuric processing, my best tip is to do oil processing. Spoilers, you get a lot more from oil than you get this way. Emphasis on a lot. It is all acid. That's 100. This is a bucket, but you can actually double that to 2 buckets of acid. And I have dreaded compound, so I could. It's also strange matter, which in this current state of the game is used for the unholy intelligence, which is just a more expensive alternative for making, that's probably better this way, it's a more expensive alternative to just making the super AI chips. Yeah, because these things are cheap. I mean, that takes netherite, but that's really just platinum and coal. These take circuits, which are easy, and then these silicone waffles, which are, well, either plentiful or kind of expensive. I don't know why you wouldn't use silicone wash. I guess silicone wash takes naphtha, which means it's not really relevant to me. Yay, gems. Can't wait to process this in 5 hours. I finally have enough sulfuric acid to pretend like I have enough. At least I fixed the gold crisis. You're welcome. Also, I have way too much of this stuff in my inventory, and I kind of want some of that space back. So I think using like a lot of crafting tables makes the most sense. They're a third of the size for not nearly enough. Yep. These numbers make me happy. They don't. Look at that, more space. Incredible. So I have structures I need to place, like this brewing stand. What is it going to get used for? Nothing to my knowledge. I guess a whetstone. Grindstone. Same shit. Very not true, but okay. I mean, I like having this around, so it's fine. Only a motor. Need to fix that. Or my other base, I had so much platinum from refining iron that I basically could just build out of platinum if I really, really wanted to. But yeah, I had a ton of waste platinum. I was turning it directly into fluxite in the most optimal fluxite way. Just to say, very wasteful. Anyways. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with it. It's back to my rant on sulfuric acid, I guess. You can make it this way. This is probably the fastest way, and it only really costs skulk. So it's not hard to do. Then you have the right method with oil, which produces half a bucket at a time. It also produces some waste diesel, but you can just burn it or something. And also naphtha is just an added bonus. Because why wouldn't you want some? But yeah, no, making it straight from lava is just not very efficient. And the andretic compound method is definitely a lot faster. So I guess if I need a really large surge, I could just chuck a few andretic compound in there, unplug the auxiliaries, and turn all of it directly into sulfuric acid. Or I could also use it to make some shield fire, which I don't need, but it's in the same slot, so it's not more effort. But a bucket of shield fire ain't too good, and strange matter can be used to, make this if I do that recipe 5 times, which I guess is well, I hate making dubious containers, and I have a much better method instead, so I don't have an actual use for strange matter. I know in the future they add a recipe to make, module, compiling, but, nah, I can't be bothered. What's wrong with this? Oh, it's full. Yeah, I'll get that sorted with the copper. And by copper, I mean water. I'm still turning a huge profit from this. So you can't be that mad. I mean, you can, but that would be pointless. Anyways, this is going to take the same treatment as biomass and potato. What's the difference? This I'm probably going to want to use some better blocks for, if I had to guess. Which means I should probably go make them. Because by default, I can only have 2 mods. I want all 4. Which means I need a little bit of lapis. Because lapis is how we make the better blocks. I mean, there's also redstone and coal, but, well, that is also really cheap. I don't need that much, and I can't really be that bothered. So, yeah. Right now it's set up to do literally nothing, but eventually I can fix it. By fix it, I mean just make the crop filter. Just gonna need a singular motor. Hello? As you can see here, I have a lot of experience with this jetpack, to the point where I can accurately do that. Anyways, motors. Thanks. Cool. I'm gonna put this over here so I don't think about it. So now this essentially means it won't blow up my entire thing once I plug it in. Pretty important if you ask me, but yeah. Actually, that's like enough for what I want to do. Because if those chains in my old base, which even though this is not the right way in, who cares? It really is just so nice, just drop down. Instead of taking the extremely slow and painful method. It even comes with complimentary lava. But in here, I can find me the... fish. Alright. The brain fart is real if this one. Man, at least it doesn't take a small eternity to get down here or anything. But why did I come down here? It's been for some useful reason. Cool. Forgot. I mean, I might as well leave the bones I have on me in here. Some of them. You know what? Fuck those stairs. Too slow. Yay. Oh, right. I'm here to check something. Nope, no iron bars. And up we go. I like speed. That makes me happy. Oh, someone was in the chat. Hello, I see there you are. People watching on YouTube. Oh, I am here to fix that. Also, I like the stream. Thank you. Kaguro Ego Sun G4X. I am very bad with names, and no offense, but if it's more than like 3 letters, it's going to mess me up. Let me pull up my own chat for you. Sorry, oh, that was over an hour, or half an hour ago. That was like 45 minutes ago. If you're there, yeah, sorry about that. He's gone. Or she. Of course. Anywho. Well, I got around eventually. See, we like to operate on business minutes. which means at least 3 times the amount. Anyway. Pain. Nice. Was it necessary to make all these? Kinda. I want to get this operational in a relative amount of time. I'm gonna do what's known as... Also, these have the right footprint, so why not... Okay. So I'm gonna do what's called as future-proofing for... Shush. Future expansions, and make a crop plate or a placer block to automatically do the initial part of the farm. Do I need to? Relax, it's convenient. Very convenient. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not gonna use it, but at least I can make this a write-off and say it's probably fine. Anyways, I need a motor and some processors, which will be fun as usual. Did not realize I had plastic in here. The last thing I need for a circuit. Oh, electrum and redstone. Oh, it doesn't take steel. Well, that makes my life easier. So I happen to run into a large amount of that, and I still have that redstone on me. Very good that I left some behind. And run. I have to burn even more coils. Boom. I need to keep at least a frame on me for the time being. I'm not talking to the fragment forge at the moment. Because we don't get along. Anyways, out of being out of boom, and I am. Cool. And now these frames will be gone for good. So much for not wanting to use this. I mean, I might as well just grow wheat here at this point, but I'm a stubborn man. And this works just as well. Pain bushes are automated planting. This only has to do like 1 pass, it's not a big deal. And allegedly this should just produce me infinite of whatever. Neat. Whoa. What? You have a crop filter on you. Do sweet berries not count in the crop filter? Give me that. That's a bug. Okay, you know what? I learned something. You cannot automatically grow sweet berries. So, you know, wheat is a pretty convenient crop after all. So I, guess we're doing wheat anyways. Thank you. There's no water here. Chuck. Would I have jungle wood in my just drop the act. that should be good enough, from my knowledge, to water the entire field. If I were smart about it. You see, it's 9 blocks across. It's the diameter of 9, not... It's a diameter of 9, not a radius. Enjoy doing that with squares, folks. So that's actually not correct. That means I should only go 5 out. Like last time. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5. Actually, it's probably easier if I do this. Huh? Yeah, so it's 1, 3, 4, 5. Punch it out. Fly back a little. That's the one issue, of course, dirt. It takes durability to turn into dirt. Not a huge issue, I'm just saying. But I'm really surprised the crop filter does not work on sweet berries. I mean, sweet berries are a niche case, and not everyone's gonna try and grow them. It's just kind of... it's annoying. Plain and simple, it's just annoying. I'll probably use this as a utility thing and just use... tough. Yeah. That's a good amount of sand. But yeah. And if you're wondering where I plan to get more farming equipment, just take the elevator down. And yeah, welcome to the land of the farming equipment. Should be able to find something decent nearby. No? Not farming equipment. What about near to the structure? Farming equipment? No. What about this broken down shack I always check? It's still useless. Easy now. You know what, it's decorative or something. Probably not in the fridge, so what about in this structure? Just a Swift Sneak book building. Yeah, I've been here enough to know. I could probably get enough disc 5 to make something. There's a free compass. I'll keep that in mind. Maybe I'll check out the world origin for a fun bit. And I always said, like, oh, I could come back here if I really want to sometime. I wasn't lying. I knew I'd get this jetpack, and oh, this is a good jetpack. Oh no, look! Efficiency 5. Wow. I told you guys I get to find farming equipment out here. The curse of vanishing, though, is a little annoying, but something tells me my backpack doesn't care. Damn. Then off my newly acquired diamond hoe. With efficiency 5, which doesn't change anything, that should be fine. The nice thing about being down here is if you need pants or farming equipment, they're pretty damn plentiful. So, yeah, you know, mining efficiency. 1 attack damage. Very useful. 2, 3, 4, dig. They have so much durability, and I have so many of them, I don't really care what happens. I pulverize it into a diamond when I'm done. Honestly, not even the worst use, because I'm not kidding, I have a lot of these. I do not remember putting the lava in there, but whatever. Dipped my toes in sulfuric acid, so clearly nothing bad could possibly happen to me. And, welcome to the further out bit. Really instantly? So it's 4, and this would be 5. I mean, I could have tilled it first, huh? Who was that? Yeah, that was my ping. Don't worry. I got you guys. Whoop. It's probably still infinite. I like bathe in sulfuric acid. Don't do acid, kids. In any capacity. Oh, I broke my legs. Yes. Now I'm gonna use triangulation because I mean it's just easier at this point to do. That's not why it went down, is it? Alright, well, time to get to work. By work, I mainly am talking about the machines. And then also myself. No, there's gotta be a better method, though. This mod is cringe. Why can I not automatically place farmland? Fine, whatever. Oh, I realize the frame is too high up for it to reach the dirt itself. It can reach the block on top of the dirt, just not the dirt. Anyways, yeah, farming coarse dirt is definitely more tool intensive, but I have this cool ability known as not caring. Is there a better way of doing this though? Yep, no there was. I was tap clicking and now I don't have to. First time I've ever used a diamond hoe, and it's kind of nice to not have to replace it every like 5 minutes when working with coarse dirt, but otherwise it's not very relevant. Trouble in that sense, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave it in this strange state for a while now. Actually, not really. I'm gonna get a filter. Choose any another processing unit. Don't ask me why I have this memorized. You don't want to know. Okay, one thing at a time, pal. Very slow, but whatever. I have what I need. If anything, it should be going faster for slower recipes and slower for faster recipes. Does that make sense? It should be the inverse because, yeah. I don't know, it just does not make sense that it's going super slow because typically the faster you spin a centrifuge, the more productive it is, so, yeah. Anyways, this is an item filter, it, you know, filters items. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, that's the add-on slot. Now I want to use it. Whatever. It's not a big hassle anyways, so... Sure. Nice. God, that's actually really nice. Thing ripped out my bushes. Still in a pretty big nickel deficit, which means I need to make more nickel the only convenient way I know how, which is via sand. Ingot furnace. Alright, have fun with it. I don't really need these supplies on me, do I? Whoa. Yeah, it looks nicer. This is unironically my favorite building block. And this one doesn't have the option to automate the construction of, resources. So, I'd already get some cheap tough. I actually do need gunpowder, so, yeah, unfortunately you cannot work across this deep slate, or emerald in it. It does make them less valuable. Come on, this pickaxe, time-wise. Some 3 diamonds. A lot of 3 diamonds. Might as well crack it up. I don't really care about preserving this. Honestly, that's a lot of acid. All that's really left is just uranium, which I don't care about. It's faster than a normal furnace. do actually want the turbo fuel, so that's bad. It's not a hard fix, it's an annoying fix. Stop. Yeah, that's not a desirable thing to have happen. Because now I've lost turbo fuel, and turbo fuel is useless but hard to make, which in turn makes it quite desirable for me. Does that make sense? Okay, he could have done this one, but TLDR, I don't want to spend turbo fuel on literally nothing. Actually, so. It works. Sweet. Sand and bricks. Actually, I'm not kidding. But there. Actually, this whole thing is moved. Initially, I'll just sort this for the Yeah, the problem with this version of Fragment Forge is, my parts might be doubled, which is great, but auto combines dust into ingots kind of doesn't work when dust cannot combine into ingots. Wait, what? It's not even in a right description. It doesn't do that. Very confused machine this is. Making progress. Also, zombies are meant to be people. Doesn't that mean this? People leather? That's probably fine. That is so efficient. And I'll never do more so. I simply produce way too much stuff. Why can't I put on breaking on this? It doesn't have durability. They were you. Now observe the magic happen. Efficiency goes up. Efficiency goes down. It's like magic. But if it were less interesting. seems like a good enough time to downgrade my backpack. The reason why I say downgrade is simply because, well, even though it is more space, it is not easier to use. So, you know, that's fun. But it does let me do this. Good God, please stop. Oh, it's feeding me biomass. Or carrots, or potatoes. Not permitted food is what I am hearing. Give me this. Dumb machinery. Okay, block allow. I like, you know, measuring this. So I should probably set up another seed vault down below. I am gonna need a source of food, and I don't like making bread. It still hurts to look at. I don't know, I'll just think. If only I had a very quick and easy source of food. A source of, like, melons or something. Weird, isn't it? Oh, wait. First on the list, melons. You got them, use them. And also fish. You know what this means I can do is I can just start slicing up melons and never have to worry about storing them. Like so. Nice and convenient. Now to set up some sort of contingency in case I have to go out and get more potatoes. Because that would genuinely suck. So we won't allow it. Wheat, however, is just so common. Who actually cares? Cocoa beans would be funny, but not useful. Bread is just better. Since we don't have Farmer's Delight, we can't make anything better. Which is actually fine. I could also eat biomass, but that's not very, productive. So, we won't. Productive, I see. And listen, it's gotta end up somewhere. You know, it's probably just better if I do it this way. Bulk delivery. It sounds so nice. It's like it's massaging the ears with sandpaper. Gotta love it. Oh. NAFTA. all of the naphtha. Good. Some of that was supposed to be for plastic, but oh well. Oh, and diesel. That is just straight up a waste product, but yeah, I don't have anything witty to say about it. Diesel is just genuinely useless. It is really the best source of power, especially in newer versions, but right now it's undesirable, if you will. It's a new guy, it seems. Hello, do you sell anything good? Yes. Not so much, but mainly yes. Yum. Alright, it feels like this fun time in the playthrough where I go around to do some fun activities. Allow me to demonstrate. Also, that is why I love this simulator. Step 1, fall. Step 2, go to hell. Now with 5% more warnings. Why is it working so now, well, in hell, find somewhere comfortable, preferably without that warden that I mentioned, and get to work. So I will need another fortress, but I am not looking for one right now. Don't care. Good enough place to start digging. Well, also, this is just full gold ore. Like, there's literally zero downside to processing this. So, you know, pretty good. So welcome to the most fun, exciting, enjoyable part of this entire playthrough. Hopefully it's not too riveting for your tastes. Get used to seeing me do this. Also, the gravel here makes dirt replenishable in the nether, which is kind of funny. We're looking for a very, very special material. Which is netherite. And this, my friend, is the most, or more accurately, least enjoyable way to get it. Not like I have an option. I'm just saying I don't like doing this. If you like mining for netherite, you're lucky. And no, there's not a better way of doing this. I once did it with an efficiency 4 pickaxe. 40 minutes of my life, I don't expect to get back, so I'm gonna just dabble with something else in the background, and I'll talk again when I'm actually happy. Because it is that time of the playthrough again. This is a necessary part, by the way. So, see you in a few hundred hours when I finally get what I'm looking for. Also, that notification was me. I'm sure you thought figured that out when I've been watching this. I mean, I probably should just cheat in the netherite because fuck netherite. But at the same time, good not just gonna collectively ignore that sound I played, right? Cool, it's the second most rewarding thing down here before I realize my drill powers itself off my backpack. I sure hope that didn't show on the stream. Oh, because I'm only capturing my game. Well, fellas, the newest, most riveting thing that's happened down here is I got burgers. I got an egg in them, too. It's extra nice. And I want to go eat them while they're warm. Wait, I like the music. That was me. You know, given the fact that I'm gonna go eat very soon, I think I'm just gonna end the stream here so you don't have to hear back and forth. Like last time. The next time you see me, I'll either A, have the netherite scrap. Oh, fuck it, okay, I guess we're doing it the easy way. The second I was about to imply usage of console commands, the game's like, but no! Do not. Fuck ancient debris. I'm out. It was in my way. Oh, that's a good source of Enderman. Not that I'm looking or anything, and I've just realized that, by God, am I not gonna find my way back. Lamau! Ah! Dead. Dead. Hidden in the depths. Fuck the depths, man. What, did you drink that for your fucking nose? Because if anything, that's just impressive. Alright, so step one, processing. Which means I'm gonna need to use the fragment forge. I have a lot of stuff for the fragment forge right now. Like a lot of it, so... You know... Probably should have figured that out. Forge time. That was me. Fellas, it is time to grind the debris up. Which is somehow faster than ore. And then instead of doing this shite recipe, we're using this sensible recipe. And then we're using it immediately to craft something. Why on earth would I want to block another as a favor? So that's how you make the lodestone. That is horrific. It's not in here, right? Oh, it is. Then we alloy into this, and with this, we can craft an atomic forge, and the bedrock extractor, and well, frankly, I want both of those, and also these excessively expensive cores, mainly just due to the dubious container in them. TLDR, these things are expensive. But I need to make one of these, and preferably within a reasonable time frame. And now I've gotten all the gold processed. I'm starting to have a little bit of fun using the forge for something marginally more useful, like ore processing. Well, the non-beneficial ore processing. I also have a ton of copper now, so and I guess where that's going. Sorry if that's too exciting for some of you guys, but I'll take that netherite. Since that would be netherite first, please. I believe the first thing I declare to do with netherite is to immediately spend it. I thought it was platinum. Right? Yeah. Netherite is platinum alloy. Is an alloy with platinum. So is reinforced carbon. So we're going to be using that recipe instead. Or I think it's like, yeah, it's a lot easier that way. Yes. Yep, this is unnecessary. This is necessary. Gotta love it. Pain is real. How to avoid making gold clumps, I gotta watch over this. That's fine. I have literally no idea what to do with this. Oh, I was like exactly one bucket. But hey, at least I can rest easy knowing that I've now hit the more efficient phase, so, you know. Last platinum goes in. World's slowest ore wash commences. I'm gonna need more refineries. I don't have a problem, I just need a lot. Do I think I need more gold? Yes. Wrong. Right. Get back to work. And this magically turns that shield fire byproduct into lava input. Cycle here. I'm actually really proud of how this base is turning out so far. I also made one of those dreaded laser pointers. Fuck them, but at least they're kind of useful. Oh, also, more crap. I don't need this much, and it came from the nether, but whatever. Okay. Grind that down for me. Look at it go. I mean, it doesn't last very long in this, but, not arguing with the fish. My sense of direction is unstoppable. Look at it. Now welcome to the mid-game, where crafting is less of a problem, not some time. How to steal, not a worry. Just gotta grind down some coal real quick. And I can always just make charcoal. Nothing will stop me. Look at that speed. Figured I might as well let that do something relevant. I was not supposed to put all of that in there. Oh boy. I got it out in time, but that was a little worrying. Oh, that shakes. Nice. Bold of me to assume it would use the same ratio as water. I realize that now. I am busy. God, this farm is piss slow. Ah, at least it's got some wheat. Yep. Presumed dead. I mean, if they want, they can chase me down here. I don't care. It's harder for them to get up than to get down. I mean, seriously, do you really want to use those stairs? Like, fuck those stairs, dude. I have acquired stair-based trauma in Minecraft. Should make more basic batteries. I'm getting raided quite frequently, but yeah, apparently been presumed dead to keep some off your case. Any benefits? No. Fine. That has a really good efficiency to it, and this doesn't even need a yield module. This is the only reason I'd build a fragment forge, just that high quality discount. Okay, well, goodbye iron. Nice cheap steel. I mean, you'd think I'd use biosteel, but since, you know, coal and charcoal are so easily accessible, I can't be bothered. Well, that's mature. Where's the seeds at? Guess we'll find out. Oh, this was never plugged in. That's probably the reason it's not doing anything. I have brain damage. Still not totally efficient, but at least I now know the output's not a big deal. This is ironic prairie fish. Ow, my foot just got shaved by a saw blade. Oh, he's offline. I just realized I'm going to be doing this 40 more times. Alternatively, I could just happen to accidentally... Wood. I will not be partaking in that problem. That was cringe. I need to mine nickel. Process it. Decisions. Yeah, you know, that's probably more convenient. I could probably saw off half of this box. Okay, maybe not. Oh. I have stairs in there. Sure. Do I just have cobblestone? I mean, I can carry it. It's a little awkward, you know? Okay. Alright, I'm ending the stream now. Burgers are getting cold. That makes me sad. Anyways. Yes. Speed. Well, gotta be honest, this is literally the first time in all 3 runs where I've had the brain capacity to automate amethyst fluxite. I am not lazy. I'm just inactive. Because I'm lazy. Yoink. Swoop. And to even this out, still me. And yeah, that's gonna be all for today. If you've enjoyed, I stream kind of infrequently, but I have a whole slew of videos you can watch. And I have 2 other series of, well, this mod, so yeah. You have options, folks. Now, go have a good rest of your day. And I'll eat food. It's nice. Steel. Are good. Literally anything in here. resources are coming in, folks. Yes. Still has quartz in it, because we have a lot of quartz now. This is optimal. That, not so much, but still. Oh, right, I was making a forge. Oh, that's gonna fill up pretty fast anyways. I'm out of silicone. No, I'm gonna fix that anyways. Nice. Yeah, also, if you think I'm being a little excessive, you're crazy. This is all perfectly necessary, I can assure you. Yeah, well, silicone refinement. Naphtha in, product out. I think you get the gist. Oh. I don't, but maybe you did. As much as I want to complain about doing that, you know, it's really hard to complain on something that will benefit me directly anyways. So, you know. Maybe this reinforced carbon, and there's only one really good way to get it, and, have fun. As for this machine, shame. I'll have to make another one of those, then. I expect to see a lot more of this. Because, ow, the factory is speed. Yes. Netherite will be held in this bag, because I clearly need it really badly. And this thingy. Yes. I actually need more coal, which means I need more wood. Hi, make me charcoal. Whoa. Yay, furnace. Again, it's this, or making biopolymer. There's not really a great way of making biopolymer. I mean, there probably is, but, it takes wood. You know what else takes wood? Charcoal. I guess it's more tree efficient, but they gave me the, like, it might be more efficient tree-wise, but they also gave me a chainsaw, so, you know, also those are my pings. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this thing go. Alright, thank you all for attending. To that one guy who left comments or something. So yeah.